Anyway, speaking of some real politicians, all right, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris just had their first debate. Their first debate ever. And you know what? It was a true battle of minds, wasn't it? I was watching it like it was tennis. And it was a close game. All right. You know what I think was the difference between this debate and the previous one, right? The previous one with Donald Trump and Joe Biden was so clearly brain dead and senile and just old, dementia riddled with brain worms that Donald Trump could have done the debate naked and looked more sane. So that's why he won, because it doesn't, like, if I have to pick between like a bit of a crazy guy and a dude whose brain is like, I can see it leaking out of his ears, unfortunately I'm gonna have to go with the dude that says a couple of crazy things, but at least he's there and can play golf, right? That's the guy that I pick. But when you put Trump next to like just Kamala Harris, you start to see a little bit of his crazy come out a little bit. It becomes a little bit more obvious, you know, when the person asking the question is like, so Donald Trump, what's your tax plan? What's your plan for the average person? Are you going to raise taxes or are you going to lower taxes? And how's that going to look like for the average family? And Donald Trump's like, she wants to do transgender surgery on illegal aliens in prison. It's like, all right. Maybe they do, but who gives a fuck? Because how many of them are in there? Hey, I want to cut my dick off in prison. So what we're gonna do is traffic some drugs over the border and get caught intentionally, and then finally we'll get a pussy in these pants, Ray. I don't think that's happening. And if it is, it's got to be like two blokes that are doing it. You know? I don't think that transgender issues is something that you should really be debating when you're on like when you're in charge of the global economy. Like, I don't think it's very relevant to be like, oh, should we be paying for gender transitions in prison? It's like, okay, I feel like this is a matter that could be discussed over email. Like, I don't think it's one of the pressing issues that the world needs to hear. It's more so like, hey, what are we going to do about Russia and Ukraine? What are we going to do about Israel Palestine? What are we going to do with sanctions against Russia? And then Trump's like, yeah, but what about people who want to change the shape of their vagina in prison? Okay, well, I'm sure there's like 7 people that might be considering doing that, but we could probably get to that a lot later. Like, that's something that, like, you know what, that, like, with my job, like, I'm thinking about the shows and I want to make the shows good. It would be good to post a reel on Facebook, all right? But that's a job that I'll give to an intern, you know? Like, I'm sure it would be useful for me to be posting reels on Facebook, but the main concern is my actual job. And when you hear like the president or someone who wants to be the president is like, dude, immigrants' penises in prison. It's like, okay, well, let's maybe zoom in on or zoom out a little bit and see some bigger issues. But he did dunk on her a few times, which was quite good. But you know what she did a really good job at? She did a great job at baiting him. Like, she was so good. Like, you could really tell that this was not... You could really tell that this was not the first time that she's been standing across from, like, an accused sexual offender. You know, she's done this before. As a prosecutor, she's seen a few of these people, and she knows how to get under their skin a little bit. And one way she got out of Trump's skin, it's like, she goes, let's talk about Donald Trump's rallies. People start to leave them early, and you just see because we watched it from the start, you and me, and Trump was doing a really good job at seeming like a normal bloke. He was doing a great job at seeming like a normal bloke, because I feel like the only obstacle standing between Trump and the presidency is He's a little bit fucking out there. And a lot of people are like, oh, maybe he is crazy. So I feel like all he has to do is like be a normal bloke for about 8 months and he could win. But that's really difficult for him, especially when some bitch is going, let's talk about your rallies. People start to leave your rallies halfway through and you just saw the switch flip in his head. He's like, well, no one even goes to her rallies. Her rallies suck and everyone likes my rallies. My rallies are the best. And also, Haitians are coming over and eating people's pets. I saw it on TV. So she really kind of baited that crazy out of him. And I feel like that wasn't the best look. But also, this was not like the Hillary Clinton debate where I feel like he just dunked on Hillary relentlessly for the entire time to the point where the audience was going, ooh. No one went, oh, during this debate. And it wasn't like the Joe Biden debate where everyone was just fucking horrified, like, oh my God, he's actually dead. He's actually not alive. This guy's deceased. This is horrifying. And Biden did so terribly that they swapped him out. This debate was like, if you like Kamala Harris, she won. If you like Donald Trump, he won. I don't think it convinced anyone to swap over. I think it was just like, yep, she said what I agreed with. Yep, he said what I agreed with. The media are lying. Donald Trump's a criminal. I feel like it's didn't convince anyone of anything, which is great. So, which is good because that means that whoever wins, there'll be riots. and I'm looking forward to that, season finale of America. As an observer with no dog in the fight. Look, honestly, I hope that he loses just so that he can campaign for the next election. Because for him, all right, and this is like if we were really honest with ourselves, does Donald Trump want to be president? No, he wants to campaign. He loves his rallies. You saw how upset he got when she said people leave his rallies. Like, hey, I put a lot of effort into those rallies. I think I was crushing. I'm really good. Thank you very much. Everyone at my rallies has fun. The only people who leave early are the people leaving in body bags. Everyone else is there. We love it. We're having a good time. You're just mad because no one has a good time at your rallies because you're a boring bitch. And you know why she's a boring bitch? Because she's fucking in charge and running shit. And that's boring. Donald Trump wants to be on the road fucking touring. He's a comedian. I've been home for 2 weeks. I'm going fucking crazy. I'm going crazy because I'm not going to get on a flight or a train or a bus to go and do stand-up on Friday. And I'm going fucking nuts. All right? So I don't want to get a TV show or do the Tonight Show for the next 20 years. I want to be on the road, campaigning, being a comedian. I see it in Trump. He doesn't want to be president. Oh, I got to get up in the morning and do fucking paperwork? Boring. Why can't I just go to a rally, get shot at? That's exciting. I don't know. I think that you know what? No matter who wins, I just hope everyone has fun. That's what I hope. I hope everyone has a good time. I do like, though, that in the aftermath, right, it's always interesting seeing what each person's team says, and from the fans to the official representatives. And the official reps on Trump's team were like, oh, this is like a 3-on-1, all right? Not only was I arguing with Kamala Harris, I was also arguing with the fact checkers. This is bullshit. And it's like, I feel like that's not like the greatest The greatest argument of like, oh, how come every time she said something, they didn't pull up stats that prove that what she was saying was equivocally false? But when I say that Haitians are coming over and stealing people's cats and eating them alive, they pull up statistics from city managers saying that there hasn't been a single report of that happening even once. This is rigged. That was the big one that Trump really pushed back on, of like these illegal Haitian immigrants are coming into this one small town and they're kidnapping people's pets and chopping off the heads of geese and cooking and eating them. Now look, that I don't think that has happened. All right? Haitians don't do that. You know who does do that? People in Frankston, because that actually fucking happened to my ducks back in COVID, in lockdown. One of the only things that made me feel better was going every day to feed the ducks. And then I got there one day and there was one less duck and I thought, oh, they must have taken it into the vet or something. I get there the next day, there's now 0 ducks. I talked to the guy, he goes, oh yeah, someone killed one of the ducks and then came back the next night and killed the other 2. Because he probably fucking enjoyed it. He was, oh, that was fun. By now he's probably killed a woman. All right, that's Frankston activities. I don't know if that man could have been Haitian, but from what I understand of those people, I don't think they can afford plane tickets all the way to Australia just to kill a duck. 3 ducks.
I really liked the quote where he said, I probably took a bullet to the head for the things they're saying about me.
Yes, yeah, like he can't remember. Look, I probably took a bullet, I think. I don't know. It entered my grey matter. I forgot. When really, like, what almost certainly happened was it was just like some fucking schizo nutter who wanted to go out with a bang. And it was like, killing myself's a little bit gay. I want to fucking make the news. Let's see who I can get. Yeah, that's like, they looked at his internet history and he was just like the laziest assassin ever. He was just Googling famous people. Like, he was like, that guy who tried to kill Trump was just like a really horny concreter after work Googling brothels near me. He wasn't looking at any of the women, do I find any of these chicks attractive? He was just purely like, what's the closest broth? I'm going there now and I'm going to fuck. That guy was just looking up, all right, who's the closest politician with a rally to me? He looked up a few celebrities and was like, oh, that's around the corner on Sunday. Let's go. And checked out. That's how embarrassing. You think you're going to fucking change the course of history and then you fuck it up and everyone just calls you an ugly incel who can't shoot. And then you die and everyone's like, what a fucking loser. And that's it. That's your legacy. Oh, that leaves fucking idiot. You dork.
And even everyone who he went to school with was like, he was a fucking dork.
Yeah, like the media were going to his school. Was he a terrorist? Like, was he left wing? Was he right wing? Maybe he was trans and he hated Trump. And they're like, no, he was just a little fucking freak weirdo. He just got no pussy, man. He just sucked. I actually tried to make friends with him, but he was just weird. He wasn't even bullied. Like, he was just kind of like a boring guy. So look, the debate, was just your favorite one is basically what happened. I think that like Kamala Harris did a great job, but I think that's all she was trying to do was just trying to go, look at this, hey, look at that, you see this? That's all she was. I don't think she was trying to win the debate. I think she was just trying to poke him in the right spot to make him say something insane like, oh, she wants to chop the cocks off illegal immigrants and turn them into pussies in jail. and then all she had to do is go. She literally, it was like 6 times where she looked at the camera and was like, you guys hearing this shit? You guys hearing this shit? Watch this. People leave your rallies early. No, they don't. We have fun. We're having a good time. So I hope that he loses just so that we get 4 more years of this, of just campaigning, because it'll be so fun. What do you think he does if he loses?
I think there's going to be another riot.
Because he's still saying that he didn't lose the last one.
Oh, did you see the clip where the moderator's like, you've said X, Y, Z about losing the election? And
he's gone, oh, they pulled up like 3 separate quotes from 3 separate interviews very recently of him going, oh, we lost by a hair, we just lost, and something like we almost got there, but it wasn't enough. Something like that.
Lost by a whisker.
Lost by a whisker. That's what he said. And then Trump was going, they pull up 3 quotes. You said this, and then he goes, did I say that? I was being sarcastic. I don't remember saying that, but also if I did say that, I was joking. And then I just watched the clips and he just wasn't joking. That is his problem. Is he just loves a lie. I think that's the issue. He just goes, no, whatever he's feeling right now, that's what's true. And you know what? That's why a lot of people fucking love him, because that's superhuman, right? That's really fucking relatable. So many people are like that, of just like, oh, I feel like this today. Like, you can't say that he's not a liar, but he does have an authenticity about him that's so much more fallible and human than like Kamala Harris or just about any fucking politician, left or right, where their job is to remove as much fucking humanity from them because humans aren't perfect. He hasn't done that at all, and I think that's why a lot of people like him. And fuck, he's funny. He's very charismatic and he's very funny. And you know what? His rallies are fun. I'll say that. I don't know if they'd be fun for 2 hours, but not much is. So, yeah. Look, speaking as an Australian, not a US citizen, I hope whoever's immigration policies are more lax wins. All right? That's what I want. I hope whoever has the loosest immigration policies, that's who I want in charge of the country. Whoever's most likely to approve my application for a green card, that's my president. But also, if that person doesn't win, I support whoever does 100%. Whoever wins, I want to be a part of it, and I support them, and they have my loyalty. I'll be dressing up as Uncle Sam, flying the flag of whichever color wins. Red, blue, fucking green, I don't care. Let me in.